Hello there viewers, Science Service here, back with more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as the Portuguese. And in the last episode we had successfully taken down the Imperial Japanese Navy with minimal cost to us, the Navy in general, and we are now a couple turns forward into 1903 from when I ended the last episode. We're in February of 1903 now, from October of 02. And yeah. Hello there, Avocado. How are you doing? We're just in the first loading screen of the episode. But yeah, you missed last episode's glorious victory against Japan. It took us 3 months, but we completely wiped out a large Japanese fleet that had moved into the Central Atlantic. It only took a couple turns because I was running out of ammo in my ships. But one thing I've done, I finally made those light cruisers that I was saying I was going to make. Avocado, like these things, the Sagres class. And they are, given our current technology level, decent cruisers. But unfortunately we only have 4 of them. And that's not going to change for a while. While I'm waiting for this, I'm going to try and continue looking for something that's thrown across my room. That's sorted. If you limit yourself to 10-inch guns, then you're only making heavy cruisers at biggest. Which, speaking of heavy cruisers, we do need to make some new heavy cruisers at some point. And I'm just realising that we actually do have a bit of a threat from Germany if Germany goes to war with us, our African colonies. Right. No, if you're limiting yourself to 10-inch guns, I'm not letting you use battleship hulls, and hear me out on this. It would just seem ineffective for such a large-sized ship to have such small guns like that. 11 inch is like the smallest I would allow for a battleship and still call it a battleship. Make an official protest. Although I kind of don't want to go to war with China just because it's an inconvenience. An inconvenience we only have an heavy cruiser that can fight them. I probably do want to build more heavy cruisers, honestly thinking about it. But we're gonna wait till 1904. I'm just thinking historically the lowest caliber main gun on a battleship is 11-inch guns, which was famously used by the original set of German Dreadnoughts, most German battle cruisers, bar Der Flinger. I am mentioning to that entered service. 12-inch is like the standard caliber, really. Like, it's the standard caliber right up into really just pre-World War One, because hell, and even into World War One, it's still the general caliber, because you have the Italians with their Cesare and Dorios, Cavals and Dorios, sorry. Need I remind you the last time you made a secondary battery heavy ship? It ended up being the biggest loss we had before the last Japanese campaign we played. But you know what? Because I'm kind and benevolent, you can make a ship on the experimental battleship hulls using the 10-inch guns. I think 10 inches aren't affected by the number. number of guns you can have for centre line and stuff like that? We'll soon find out. No, I do not want to invest in relations with the Spanish Empire right now. Oh, the Finnish are now their own. We have a minor nation, everyone. So act appropriately. Miners are now here. Okay, that joke out the way. Yeah. Yeah, the experimental battleship hull, I think, does have a couple of wing slots. But yeah, this is the hull. 22,000 tons is the maximum tonnage you have. Yeah, unfortunately the 10-inch guns are in the caliber lock situation. So that would mean the wing turret as well. Nights in white satin, never reaching the end. Letters I've written, never meet. Oh, you want 12-inch, or is it tried 12 guns? I know 12-inch. 12-inch is here because hell, the ship I made on this hull is 12-inch. Is a 12-inch armed ship. Oh, do you want to have this be like the Königsberg? Oh god, 22. You like the Königsberg with the offset. Why do you want us to kill you? Honestly, it's a hilarious situation that I thought I was on centerline guns. I thought I was on centerline guns, but turns out I wasn't. And so now we've Königsberged it. Königsberg. Say, we could do the same on the front, you know. No. No. Although it kind of does look cool on the stern section like this. Like maybe next time I encounter this hull again, that'll probably be in the next French campaign, I'll do that. Historically, that layout wasn't, as the way that stern set of guns is set up is sort of very similar to the way that the Königsberg class of cruisers had their setup. I've already given you best towers, so you don't need to ask me for that. Spacious crew quarters. Now funnel options. Do you want funnel with crane times? Because this funnel with crane here, it adds in damage control improvements and range finding improvements. I'll try 6 side guns. Yeah. Alright, let's... Side guns, 12-inch. Maybe move you forward a bit then. Now let's see if I can fit the 12. And this is on the widest part of the hull. I can't fit it next to any of the towers. Okay. So... one... the more in the middle gun there, and you there, and then slide you back a little further just to... Okay, and then can fit our secondary tower in place with it. This main tower is out of the question. We're struggling even with the smallest one. I might have to place down, and then they both have a limited arc forward, which I can actually increase that limited arc to in echeloning. Oh, come on, center line 12. Good news, we fit them, but that does kind of mean now you're stuck with the funnels. Funnels that can fit on the tower. But then fit enhanced 4 doesn't fit, so. There we go. Now, secondary gun wise, you have 4, 3 or 2-inch options for all the casement slots. I can check. They're already 45, so making the max length only goes up to 12-inch 48, but we can do it. We can make them max length for our technological abilities. Righto. So same casement layout as the Victoria. So the victory class. I'm just going to refer the battleship I made by the English way to say its name and not the Portuguese way, so I'm going to butcher the pronunciation. So yeah, the victory. There is a couple of just lots of that, but no. Right, let me splinter-proof those casements. Alright, now, give me your armour. Oh, let's see. Nay. We could do a 7, but... Okay. $12, 6, 6, 10, 5, 5. Six, 6, 10, 10, 5, 5. Free super, 15 conning. There's hold on a second, there's still a whole bunch of stuff we need to do, like Citadel, anti-flood, the shell ratio, there, rangefinder. Okay. $12, 6, 12. No, we can't do... Unless you want this thing to do no damage to anything but torpedo boats, then I don't recommend that. I don't recommend that because you forget, Avocado, dip severely, okay. But yeah, dip severely nerfs HE shells. Okay. I'm just gonna split proof your inner belt stuff, but bad news, Avocado. You're 31% overweight. Hold on. With compressions, you're 30% overweight. Never mind, you're 32% overweight. Something makes me think that this was a horrible idea. We're already as compressed as we can get with all this stuff here, so This is as much compression as you are getting. Compressions hasn't worked. The patient is still suffering. It's going to use up pretty much the same amount of space, but no, not centerline, side, you bastards. Because, yeah, that's as far back as we can feasibly get those guns. But we can't actually move the forward tower back anymore, though. That's the issue. So you see now why I said that's as much as we can compress the ship. Alright. Let's one P1 back. No, not centerline. No, not centerline, bastard. Side. Answer to that is not enough. Like, yeah, and our only decent idea is gonna be there. As close to there as I can get with this, which is there. And then there. And that's only saving 1% of weight. Oh, so they're behind the front tower. Alright, let me... there, and answer is it saves about the same amount of weight. You know what? I think this is one of the few times I say we have to cancel a design. because we're not going to be able to do it. It's physically impossible with our technology to do it. So just because of how expensive it's going to be, I don't really want to cheap out on protection. I'm sorry. This is the first time I've had to do this. But I think I might have to... Yeah, I'm gonna... Just for the interest of content and also as well, the fact we ain't gonna get it done, I'm going to use my content creation veto and cancel this design. Just purely because we're not going to get anywhere with it, really. Or anywhere satisfactory with it, I'll say, because we're just too far behind on technology. That's the pure, simple facts. Soviet Union, Spanish. I don't even think we have enough money to survive the year of dockyard programming I put up, because I did before we started the episode a 12-month dockyard build thing. That ain't working out at all. Maybe. But hey. I honestly don't know what sort of future plans I have for ship design and stuff right now. I'm just currently right now trying to survive with the budget we have, because survive with the budget we have while trying to build up a decent enough fleet that we don't die instantaneously as soon as any enemy vessel just so happens to have winked at us. Oh, also avocado. Right now, my glasses are hanging on by super glue. They got broken in a dog walking related fall, and they're being held together by super glue until my new frames could arrive. Right. Come on, game. Load. Load array, please. Okay. The Chinese Empire wants a piece of this. Okay, I'm just going to send an official protest again. For now. Okay, we are not going to be able to do the rest of that dockyard construction because we are going to die of bankruptcy before we can finish that. 7 months for those new engines, 41 months for Dreadnoughts. We are screwed. We're screwed as we're going into the Dreadnought age with no Dreadnoughts. Very funny game. Very funny. Please, just don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. Mad Admiral, could you please remember to place donation boxes in those shady clubs you visit? Thank you. Because we need money. We need money. We need money and we don't have money. Okay, I guess going into an alliance with France isn't the worst of things. It immediately failed after a turn. It was like, yeah, we agree. And then the Admiral is like a month later, actually, no, we do not want to be in agreement with the Portuguese, so we are going to end any and all agreements. It seems that to them, taking out the entire Imperial Japanese Navy isn't good enough. Fifth 950-ton destroyers, is that? Yes, it was. Speaking of destroyers and torpedoes and stuff, I think we do need to focus more on them. Okay. I need the victory out. Like, there we go. Russian Empire has regained full control of northern Norway. The Finnish are trying to take the other part of Finland. Okay, we've got 3 months till the new engine tech there. Don't know how much longer is left on the building of our new battleship, but one thing I know for certain is we are okay, alliance with the Italians, I guess. Let's get ourselves couple more friends, I guess. Yeah, how much longer is left? Half a year? Oh my god, we're gonna be bankrupt. It's honestly annoying though, like having to bankrupt yourself to try and get improvements done. There we go. Mark III 2-inch guns. Hell, at least we're doing well on something. Right, crew training. 50%. Transport capacity I got down as far as I can. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it monetarily at all. Oh, you guys having elections? I think we recently had some, but I didn't register to vote this year, so I probably am going to register to vote next year and stuff like that, and actually start getting my vote on which party I want in charge of this country out there. Although I'm not gonna like say which ones are there. I'm just gonna keep that to myself. But wait, you need to pay to register to vote in your country? I don't think we need to do that here in the UK. Right. Meanwhile, I'm gonna mix the Germans into that case. We must increase our naval budget to counter. We're still screwed on GDP, but help me. Why? Why? Why do you do this to me, game? Why do you do this to me when I've been a loyal player of you for years? Anyway, we're finally making... Oh, the Italians have broke our alliance. Oh yeah, here you have to go to like, it's sort of like the usual polling station thing, pick your party you want to vote for and stuff like that, but... Or I think it's like that. I'm not entirely sure. Again, I think it's probably going to be like next year's elections and stuff that'll be the first ones I register to vote for. All I will openly say is I'm never voting for Farage's party, and I'll leave it at that. Think it sounds a very capitalist thing to do, lock democracy behind a paywall. Yes, we're close to getting... We just got 14-inch guns. No. Actually, I think we might be forced to do 14-inch guns for our first trip. Just thinking about it, our current circumstances, yeah, might actually force me to have to use 14-inch guns just so then the limited capability we have can be used to punch hard and kill everything that it encounters. But yeah, we did just get 14-inch guns, and Loading screen's done. Oh, come on. Come on, let me back in, game. Come on, let me back in. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So... So... Where are we with... You know what? Let's do that final push. Prepare for war with the Soviets, everyone. Alright, where of Soviet territories can we actually take? I'm thinking probably the best would be like Georgia, Crimea and that, but I'd need to send the entire fleet to go bombard that. Have you go out of Porto as well? Okay, so in June is when the new battleship will be out, which is great. So that new battleship comes out June, and then once that new battleship is out, we I don't know. New battleship goes out, then I think we wait for the battleship to commission if we do end up going to war with the Soviets. And once she does commission, we're going to then send it full charge right into Black Sea with the fleet. We're going to take Georgia. Maybe southern... Like, we'll see how much of the Russian Black Sea area we can take. That's going to be my honest plan. That's my plan. If we end up going to war with the Soviets. Absolute disgrace. Light Cruiser 4, by the way. Not bad. Yep, Soviet Union, we are at war with you. Please tell me we're still allied with someone. We're still allied with the Dutchmen! There's at least some good. Some good. Right, so... Yeah, we're gonna be waiting a couple turns. Because... Yeah, we need to get our battleship out, but... Of course you are, Avocado, because... one of the streams where you're here isn't complete without the dishes. Nations be powerful allies. Okay, so yeah, we got 2 more months to wait. During those 2 months, I'm going to increase our research budget. Loading screen. Please don't! Okay, Loading screen. More alliance. Thank you. Oh. Oh god, the Soviets are retaking. Hold on a second, though. We have an ample opportunity to. Yep, I'm gonna take this opportunity now while their fleet is distracted. Their fleet's distracted doing other stuff, so I'm gonna send my fleet now and. What? Alright. I guess I'd better go get a bit of cake. Meanwhile, I'll actually go for the castle. I'm going to put the castle on. Right, viewers, I've returned. I've got a hot drink and a slice of cake. And place down carefully. There we go. There we go. The first time in forever that I've put a hot drink up these stairs without actually having it spill everywhere. Okay, please tell me that's us doing a port strike and not them doing a port strike. Because if it is, then I'm gonna severely regret sending my fleet out like I've done. You said the last time you were on stream.
No.
I think it was during this campaign. It was one of the ones that you passed out because you didn't sleep in. Well, didn't have any sleep beforehand or anything like that. Take that, Soviet Union. Dreadnought hull design, so we have experimental Dreadnought now as a hull to build on, which is good. I'm gonna wait another turn to like see how the construction stuff goes. But yeah, you mentioned your crime against T last time, so... Like, for me, Avocado, the only time I got to try green tea, it's actually... I actually never got to drink it. Because I was waiting for it to cool down, and I'd put it on the floor. And this is at my mum's, by the way. And my youngest brother was crawling around on the floor, And because he's a baby and doesn't realise that hot drinks aren't supposed to be flipped upside down, the cups of them aren't supposed to be flipped upside down, he picked up the cup, flipped it upside down, placed it upside down, and the tea spilled everywhere. And then my mum got angry because I was apparently not doing a good enough job trying to clean it up. I want to take southern Russia as well because that's an oil-producing province. Yeah, it's an oil-producing province. We can... So yeah, my next plan is move up to Novorossiysk. We've taken Georgia, so we move up to Novorossiysk, we bombard Novorossiysk, and we start. Oh, of course. Of course. Can I ever get a break in this campaign? We're blockaded by the Soviets now. Cause I left my fleet. My fleet is out taking Black Sea territories, so we're blockaded at home right now. Okay. Gonna move you guys north up to Novorossiysk. We're gonna have to go into bankruptcy. There's no other way to go about it. We're gonna have to go into bankruptcy. Because we're blockaded. They're gonna get 2,500 victory points each time we're under the blockade. Yeah, let's start taking there, I guess. It's from southern Russia. So yeah, the Soviets are all from all sides now invading, so that's fun, I guess. I just hope our allies can join in on this war soon, because I need them. We need them. Okay, so building new ships, we're beginning the invasion of Norassis. But yeah, my hopeful plan is if we can take Novorossiysk, we have southern Russia, we have oil. Then also as well at the same time, we should have the Soviets wanting peace. Is the hopeful plan. We're no longer being blockaded, which is good. We are going to lose those 5 transports and get damaged at the port, correct, but... Again, having no receipts in our control would be helpful. Very, very helpful. So this is the experimental Dreadnought, isn't it? It is. Why? Why, game? You... They baited me. They baited me with a Dreadnought. And then when I see said Dreadnought, it's then, oh yeah, this isn't actually a Dreadnought. This is the same hull you used. We just call it a Dreadnought now. I guess I could possibly make something work, given we have the enormous barbettes. We have the enormous barbette. We have 14-inch Mark 1 guns, which actually surprisingly fit well. We're gonna make something out of this, okay, everyone? I don't know exactly what or exactly how, but we're gonna make something out of it, okay? It's gonna be 18 knots. It's gonna be slow. It's gonna be a slow, lumbering beast, but it's gonna work, okay? I have every faith in it. It's gonna work. Dreadnought, everyone. Yeah, it's fine, Avocado. Have a nice game night. Yeah, and it's back to the 5-inch guns that were on the other battleships, just this time in casement form. Well, part in casement form, part in actual turret form as well. But it's glad at least having a variation of this hull that I could actually do stuff on. But yeah, this ship is just going to be entirely 5-inch guns. We're stuck with Pickrick bursting charges. Which was the less dangerous? You're the least dangerous Pickrick, so We're stuck with you. We're stuck with a dangerous explosive, regardless. So I picked the least dangerous of the dangerous explosives. Expect this thing to flash fire a lot, or get an emergency non-flash fire rebuild. Well, I did put the funnels though that increased damage control and aiming speed, so that's good. 15.5. This is still the error of a light deck will do. No, I'd actually put more into the superstructure this time. But okay, we do have a slight bit of a overweightness issue. There, Impero. Impero, everyone. The Portuguese Dreadnought. Game trying to screw me over with this hull? Well, I say no to that. Soviet Union also have Britain and France on the way to war with them, hopefully. German Empire, I'm going to ask, beg for a relationship improvement for this turn. This town is coming like a ghost town. All the clubs been closed down. This place town is coming like a ghost town. Bands won't play no more. Too much fighting on dance floor. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hi, 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 hi. Okay, I'm gonna send an extra light cruiser to help. But again, as well, I think going a 14-inch from the start is gonna be the way to go, just purely by the fact that it's got the punch to deal with almost anything that we encounter. We've essentially built a very slow Yorick with that battleship. Those of you who watch me and also watch Brother Monroe and know what I'm talking about. I'm actually going to end the episode here because I want to spend the last of my time doing a different game. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you again. Silent Service going silent.